let's talk for a minute about time management. So interesting. You know, you've probably heard me say before, which I say quite a bit, there is no such thing as time management. There's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. That's all we got. But there is priority management. And what tends to happen is there are two things that we get done all the time. Number one is the part of our job that we enjoy. Whatever we like, whatever the part that we get the most excitement out of. Probably the reason that you got into this particular business, you get done. The second thing is things that have deadlines, whether it's a client or a prospect that gives you a deadline, whether it's a boss if you don't work for yourself. Any of those things are what takes priority. Then everything else falls by the wayside. And we say things like, oh, I just didn't get to it, I don't have time. You know, it's funny, I see working out or going to the gym in this excuse all the time. Everybody says, I'd love to go to the gym, but I'm so busy. Well, we would find time for it if we loved it, because other people do. So anyway, that being said, the things that typically fall by the wayside are the things like developing your business. The business development part, going out to networking events, building strategic alliances, getting out there and talking to people, going back to your past clients or existing clients and talking to them about what additionally that they're looking for, how else you can help them, what a referral might be that they could help you with. Those are the kinds of things that we tend to push down on our priority list, and then we say, oh my gosh, I don't have any opportunities for new business. So what's really important is, number one, you have to figure out what all the things that you do when it comes to building your business, and you need to make those a priority. What are some of the examples? Number one, could be cold calling, could be going to networking events, could be building strategic alliances from those, could be being on boards or committees of some sort. Could be going back to past clients or existing clients to see how else you can help them and maybe set them up with alliances of other people that you know. There's all sorts of things that we can do. There's public speaking, there's social media. All of those things we have to put as a priority. You don't have to do all of them 24 hours a day, but you need to set time aside and activity goals aside for each of those. When you have activity goals, set them a month at a time. And when you set them, they have to be your priority. If this week we couldn't get to all of them, that's fine. Make sure you make up for it by the end of the month. That is how business will grow consistently. If you do the things that you like to do, the things that other people decide you need to get done by a deadline, and your priorities aren't met, guess what happens? You're running somebody else's business and not your own. If you're an entrepreneur, or if you're a salesperson and building your own business, either way, what you eat, you are going to decide how much or how little that is. So that being said, you have to make sure that you decide what your priorities are and you stick to those no matter what.